Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Dan, Abby's next door, and welcome to my Seoul quarantine apartment tour. So yeah guys, welcome to the apartment tour. Obviously it's a one room, so it should be fairly quick, but I just thought I'd give you a little glimpse at what it's like, what it's been like for the past week or so. So you come in and you've got a lovely little area to take off your shoes and leave them. So this is like really standard for Korean homes. You'd always have indoor shoes and outdoor shoes. So if you ever come to Korea, it's really important that you remember to take your shoes off at the door. And this is really commonplace for if you go to restaurants as well. A lot of restaurants will have an area where you can take off your shoes and put on some indoor sliders or some slippers. So that's normal. Obviously got my empty water bottles there, which will be recycled at the end of the week. And I usually leave my garbage here, so I usually take my trash and leave it outside the door. We're obviously not allowed to leave the room, but the only thing you can do is obviously if you put your mask on, you can open the door, put your rubbish out there, and that's also where you pick up your meals. So we get 3 meals a day delivered outside the door, but I'll come to that in a moment. One of the things as you come in, so we've got all of this kind of storage space. I'll just give you a little peek in one of those now. So yeah, my coat's just Abby, sorry I haven't hung it up, but I don't have any hangers. But yeah, loads of space. As you can see, I haven't actually used that much of it because I've tried to unpack as little as I can. If I open this one, you just see there's a little bit more space as well. So yeah, lots and lots of space if you were staying here at the Konkuk University halls. And then you come into the bathroom, so pretty standard. As you can see, got some little wet room shoes here. And that's because, again, standard for Korean kind of bathrooms, but most of them would be kind of a wet room. So you see you've got a little shower space here. A couple of free toiletries that they gave us when we moved in. But yeah, all the water just then runs down the plug that way. So I've got my little Starbucks mug, which they also gave us. I was just washing it out earlier, which is why it's in the bathroom. But again, space to put stuff away if you were staying here, if you wanted to use it. What up? Couple of towels drying. So again, they gave us all towels for when we got here, so I'll show you that in a moment. But yeah, to the main part of the room. So this is my bed, and yeah, got a blanket and a duvet, and it is quite warm. I think it's -11 today outside, but the room actually stays quite warm, and the bedding's really quite nice as well. So that keeps us nice and warm. And then talking about warm, so we've got like an ondol. So an ondol is like underfloor heating. So I've got mine set pretty high, and we don't really have radiators here in Korea. So all of the heating is done through hot water pipes under the floor. So that's why I'm not wearing my slippers right now, because the floor is actually really nice and warm. So it's kind of nice to have that running through my feet. Got some water. So they gave us a 6-pack of water when we first arrived, and I kind of got through that pretty quickly because I'm drinking a lot of tea with my little kettle that we got. But yeah, so if we need more water, we can just call and get some. And then this is kind of like become my workspace. So Abby's got the laptop next door, so I'm working on a little Kindle Fire and also using that for Netflix and stuff as well. But yeah, this has kind of become the space where I watch my orientation lectures, doing a little bit of Korean study. Got a textbook here as well, which I've kind of been working through. So yeah, this has actually been a really nice space for it. I've got a little daylight, so I don't know if anyone's come across these before, but especially if you're spending a lot of time indoors in the winter. That kind of gives natural sunlight, or fake natural sunlight, so it replenishes your vitamin D and stuff. So it's really good, helps with seasonal depression as well. So that was a really good purchase. In fact, no, it was a gift on our wedding list a few years ago. So thanks, Dave, for that. I've got my charging brick, which I got at a factory opening in Shanghai, I think, a few years ago when I was working in oil and gas. And then lots of different things that they kind of gave us to help us settle in. So we got a load of ramen, instant noodle boxes. So yeah, one of the things I would say is if you're into food, and a lot of people talked about bringing snacks. Yeah, we've been quite fortunate. I didn't really bring that many snacks, but I've had plenty of food through the meals that they've been providing. But then if I don't like a meal, or if I'm still feeling hungry, I've been able to just go through these little ramen boxes as well. And they gave us a big box of cereal. So that was very, very nice. And then, yeah, there's just lots of other storage space. So I've got my Keep Cup, some coffee, which they provided. I'm not a coffee drinker anymore, so I haven't really gone through those. A couple of breakfast bars that I did bring in terms of my snacks. And then most importantly, because I'm English, got some breakfast tea that we brought with us from Denmark. So that has been super important. And obviously the only way that I've been able to do that, drink tea and have the ramen and stuff, is through a kettle. So we were really, really glad to get given a kettle by the orientation staff here. So that's been an absolute game changer and a life changer, really. Yeah, mini fridge. I don't really use it for anything apart from we get milk every morning with our breakfast. So I just keep my milk in there. But if you did have other snacks, then that would be good. A couple of empty rucksacks that we've got. And then my travel rucksack, which I basically had on my back all the way through Italy. So that was packed pretty full. We took that on as our hand luggage. So yeah, I haven't unpacked that at all. My main suitcase is there. So again, just trying to keep as little things unpacked as possible. Yeah, I guess for those that know me, this is probably the tidiest I've been able to keep a room for like 2 weeks. So yeah, clicks for me. Well done, me. Anyway, so this is like my secondary desk. It's kind of become, whereas the other desk is more for eating and working and doing some, Netflix or whatever. This one has become more about journaling and kind of reading the Bible, spending time with God. So yeah, trying to separate the two and have an actual space to do that, which has been really nice. So that's my journal that I got given at Christmas, which has been really nice to work through. And then, yeah, this weird thing for anyone that's asking is a whole box of towels. So I guess we got given these by the orientation staff, but they're all like hand towels. So they're not really suitable for if you've come out of the shower. But luckily, we had, shower towels, bath towels, body towels. I'm losing my words. But yeah, we had those from traveling, so that was fine. And then as you can see, just again, lots of storage room to put things out. See, I've got my headphones, got my little toiletries set as well. And then just a couple of things, nice little card that we got when we left Denmark. And a couple of things I took out of the suitcase, mainly because they were bulky. And that's because I've been using the big suitcase to help me with my workouts, but it was a little bit too heavy, so I had to take a couple of things out. Maybe I'll start putting things back in as I get stronger, who knows. But yeah, there's the box that we got a kettle in. It's an eco egg for laundry that Abby bought, or I bought Abby for Christmas. That says Eroica, not erotica, for anyone that's wondering. That's what our little telephone came in, so if we have any issues, we can just call the concierge downstairs. Hair kit, one of Abby's handbags, and that's it. So that's mainly it. And then I guess you've got this amazing view out onto Seoul. So we're on the 5th floor I know there are people it goes up to 11 floors. So I know there are people who are higher up who get a much nicer view, and then there's obviously the view that goes the other way as well. But I really like that you can see the city, but then you've got the mountains in the background as well. And if you scan this way, you can just about make the mountain there on the right as well. So yeah, it's really beautiful, especially when it's blue skies like this and the air quality is quite good. There's not as much pollution as there often is. But yeah, we're really lucky to have this view. And then you often get a bunch of grey herons that perch on the top of these trees. So that's really beautiful to see first thing in the morning. But yeah, I think that's most things. That's the room tour, as it were, or the apartment tour. But yeah, if there's anything else you want to see, a couple of questionable marks on the bed, but we won't talk about those. Yeah, that's mostly it. Yeah, so guys, thanks again for watching. Only got about 4 more days in this room, so we've been in, 10 days, and we've got 4 and a little bit of days left. So it's been nice, but really excited to get out. As I said, Abby is in the room next door. We can't really hear through the walls, so we can sometimes knock at each other. But yeah, we just call each other and make sure we're both still alive, still sane. But yeah, I think she's doing well. But yeah, really excited to get out of the quarantine, get to orientation, and then to our school in Incheon. So super excited. So hopefully next time we see you, we'll be in freedom, as it were, and yeah, fully fledged EPIK teachers. But yeah, until then, we'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.